know players give their 100% whenever they hit the gridiron, but here's some of the tightest margins some players have reached to bag the win for their sides. Like in 2015, during the Super Bowl, in the final minute of the fourth quarter, the Seahawks were down 28 to 24 points to the New England Patriots in a game that looked already lost for the Seattle team. Then came their interventive final second play on the 1-yard line of their opponent's end zone, and it just seemed like hope was starting to shine on their side again. 6 points with no time left would certainly seal the game. But a super figure of the rookie, Malcolm Butler, had otherwise to say. Anyway, we can't give him all the praise for that moment, considering how dumb a play the Seahawks came up with. But just as the ball landed for Seahawks' quarterback Russell Wilson, Malcolm robbed him of the ball and their opponents of any chance of a comeback. Well, let's give it up for his intuition, cause after the game, he revealed that he knew he was going to pull off something outstanding. I just had a vision that I was going to make a big play, and it came true. It's crazy, man. And something crazy did he pull off. Back in 2010, the Giants were up against the Eagles, and were actually beating the Eagles, yeah. But after a number of consecutive activities, mistakes, wrong runs, a 21-point pullback and all that, the Eagles had the heat rejuvenated and were on their way for a miraculous comeback. With a minute left on the clock, the score was tied at 31 points on both sides, and the Giants prepared for a punt. It was later revealed that Coach Coughlin of the Giants wasn't comfortable having Matt Dodge take the punt. But, well, he took it anyway. The punt ironically landed in the arms of Deshaun Jackson, and he capitalized on it excellently, turning the punt return into a touchdown and giving his side a 38-31 victory in what is considered today as the miracle at the New Meadowlands. Now, let's talk about the helmet catch. During the 2008 season, the Patriots were having a dominant season and were about to pull off an invincible season with an unbeaten and untied record intact. With a minute and 45 seconds remaining in the game, the Giants were set for a play, and this time, they would go for their iconic 62 sail Y Union play. That was when Giants quarterback Eli Manning decided to go for a ride, escaping the grasp of 3 Patriot defenders and unexplainably drilling a pinpoint pass to wide receiver David Tyree, who made a leaping catch and, get this, pinned the ball to his helmet and scored a game-winning touchdown. The Giants won the game 1-14. And it was named the play of the decade of the 2000s. Back in 1988, yeah, 1988, an intense wildcard playoff game between the Packers and the San Francisco 49ers ended in a more than dramatic manner. The 49ers had been completely dominated by their opponents the whole game, and with just 3 seconds left on the clock, Steve Young's side had to come up with something emphatic in time. The quarterback was set to drill a pass in. He spotted the enthusiastic run of Terrell Owens, who sprinted through the Packers' defense like he wanted to go to the next decade. That was when Young released a well-defined pass to find Owens, who leaped and caught it when it mattered. The crowd went wild of cheers and celebration, because his touchdown catch not only tied the game, but also positioned the 49ers for a thrilling victory. That isn't even the craziest clutch catch you would see from the old generation 49ers. See, 6 years before the Terrell Owens' wonder was the iconic play known as the catch, or is it the player that was named the catch? These names are too much at times. Anyways, back during the early days, the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers were NFL powerhouses, and they were booked to lock horns in the NFC Championship game of the 1982 season. The whole setup was super anticipated, and both sides didn't fail to deliver. With seat-edgy stuff, the fans really got their money's worth. With less than a minute left on the clock, and the 49ers trailing 27-21, quarterback Joe Montana, who who had been in a serious battle with the Cowboys defense, rolled a high pass from the right during a third down play. That was when wide receiver Dwight Clark, in the back of the end zone, launched himself in the air and grabbed the ball, evading the arriving Cowboys. The game ended 27-28 in favor of the 49ers. And this was an important win for the side, who just gone all the way to their first Super Bowl appearance. Talk about making history. Now it's time for the iconic Roger to Roger Hail Mary, also known as the Miracle in Motown. In 2015, the Packers went on against the Lions. And regardless that Packers' tight end Richard Rodgers was having a night to remember, his side still trailed 23-20, catching 8 passes for 146 yards. He and his side knew they had to befit such a performance. So, with seconds remaining and on the 4th down, quarterback Aaron Rodgers took custody of the ball and knew he had to make something out of it. He swerved from the path of the defenders charging towards him and sent in a 61-yard throw in the Lions' end zone. Although his pass was sent to find Davante Adams as a result of his incredible leap, it had its own mission and fell right into the arms of Richard Rodgers, who wasted no time going to ground for the touchdown.
In the end zone, it is caught for the win!
It was amazing. The Packers took the game home with a 23-27 victory. But the highlight of the game was the miraculous synergy between the Roger Namesies. The Bulls and Bills have garnered some kind of rivalry in the last decade, and their matchups are always something to look forward to.
Oh my God! Micah Hyde just snatched it
And
away.
the 2022 playoff game between these two didn't miss, considering how intense the game went. Both sides gave their 110%, with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes bossing the gridiron on their sides. Both men threw 717 and 7 touchdowns combined. However, despite all the pushes and pulls, the climax came when the Bills stole the lead with 13 seconds left to play in regular time. Allen once again linked up with Gabe Davis, who had been his third arm that night, to send their side to a 3-point lead. But Mahomes and the Chiefs weren't backing down. The Bills just had to run off the 13 seconds left, but they let Mahomes in, who threw 2 passes in the space of 10 seconds and had his side win a kick. It was now time for Harris Butker to seal a draw for his side, but it wasn't without pressure. If he missed it, it was over for his side, but he beat the fuss.
Drills it. Is it long enough? It is! From 62 yards!
And sent the Royalties to overtime, giving them the chance to win it all. I don't care what you think, but you might not see football that beautiful anytime soon, cause it was complete poetry. And finally, we have the Patriots' comeback at the Super Bowl 51. 17 minutes. That was all it took for the whole world to see the most impossible comeback in sports history. At the NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, the Patriots faced the Falcons in the 2017 Super Bowl. And before the game, the Patriots had all the odds in their name. It was sure to be a walkover for the New England side. But the Falcons didn't come to take any prisoners. They dominated the entire first half, ending the third quarter with a commanding 28-3 lead. And no one could believe what was going on. I'm pretty sure even the Falcons couldn't believe what they were pulling off. But with just 17 minutes left in regular time, the Patriots decided to wake from their deep slumber and show the Atlanta lads that the odds don't lie. In 17 minutes, these men registered 25 unanswered points. And no one could believe what had just happened. I went to get prescribed glasses the next morning, cause damn! Tom Brady was an animal. With a record 466 yards thrown and 2 touchdowns, he led his side into the first ever overtime in a Super Bowl. They won the coin toss and began to boss the game around. Crazy pass combinations you've never seen flew around the arena. And James White, the running back, managed to clinch a final touchdown to win the lot. Never will you see anything like that, as it was absolutely bonkers. Or will we? Well, I won't be surprised if we see a tighter comeback in the future. 'Cause after all, it's football. Did we miss any of your favorite clutch moments in the league? Let us know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.